Hello everybody, I'm Mert from Turkey, and here's my presentation about Deku AI friend. So a little bit introduction about me, who is Mert Alert. a senior CS student. I'm a senior CS student from Turkey, and my daily job is generative AI engineering at Chloe. I'm a big hackathon enthusiast. I build a lot of projects with people. I love collaboration, and also I want I'm always trying to build useful applications for myself and for also other people. And I can say I'm a big trend follower. Back in the time, I was following MLOps content creators and then LLM operations. And right now, my main passion or main target, my main goal is machine learning infrastructure. So for this project, the problem is like we as a human mankind, like we have a lot of inconsistency in motivation and accountability, and most of the time we don't have personalized guidance like mentorship. And then also most of the time, especially as a teenager or like young people, I saw I had a lot of lack of emotional support during the hard times of mine. So I built this solution, like imagining if we have this Deku end-to-end LLM friend and like providing on-demand guidance whenever you need it, turning challenges into stepping stones for growth and helping you on your journey. And also during the project, I used this AWS support that thanks to Eric gave this AWS support for all of the participants of the course. And during the development of the project, most of the time, a lot of bugs, a lot of multiple problems happened to me, and AWS support, especially on the DynamoDB data layer persistency, it was a big problem of mine. Like I slacked off almost 1 week and couldn't solve this problem, but then used this AWS support and solved quickly. Even though it's a small problem, data persistency is so important and it's the most valuable part of this project. And I want to remind that AWS support is not only for AWS experts discussing high diagrams, but as a junior, it taught me a lot in a small period of time. So in this architecture, you can see we have this LLM application, Chainlit and LangChain. Chainlit is the front end. LangChain is the most of the LLM engine. And Chainlit has this data consistency layer integrations, Amazon DynamoDB, and also authentication with Google. And I use this Grok engine from Grok Cloud, and I was using Llama 370 billion model, which is so good and so fast at the same time. And I also did this observability part of my application, which I used LangSmith. I'm gonna show it. It's so good. And then this was the LLM application part, so it was inside the container. So I push this container into ECR, which is Elastic Container Registry, and then I use this container service with ECS and Fargate, which is serverless computation, and then all the logs goes to Amazon CloudWatch. So this is the main part of this application. It's ChatGPT-like, and you can create new discussion, ask questions. I had a fight with my mom. Please help me. How can I solve this problem? Etc. There are a lot of problems in our lives, and this chatbot is not ChatGPT. It responds with kindness and the approach of solving the problem. So this was our main application, and as you can see, it's on the load balancer. I couldn't solve this ROT 53 problem and couldn't solve the direction of my own domain. LangSmith is my favorite monitoring tools, especially if you are using LangChain. It's so good. As you can see, it can show you all the thread and all the responses coming from the LLM engine, etc. And also you can see the speed, You can monitor in here everything like call success rates, tracings, etc. And also I want to show you the Docker file. So I used this Docker file from AWS ECS, but since it was x64 and my machine is ARM, that's why there was a problem containerizing the application in the ARM machine and pushing to the x64 machine. It was a problem. And then as you can see, we are copying these files to the Docker container and then installing the requirements and then running this Chainlit application. Also, I didn't put this environment in this Docker file. Instead, I used, when I was instantiating the ECS computation, I put those environment variables in there. And this is my application app.py file, and this is our prompt. All these like S3 and DynamoDB integration goes here, and then there is this Google authentication. When we are starting the chat, our client is initializing, and then on message we are getting chat history, appending it our message, and then calling the LLM response. And then also Chainlit has this integration of on chat resume. In the application you can resume the chat that you stopped. Yeah, this is the demo. Then what's next? I saw this speech to text integration inside the Chainlit, and I know that Grok has Whisper API, which is so fast, but I couldn't solve some of the problems while integrating into my application. And also I got this Deku digital domain, but I couldn't solve the problem of route. And then also I want to make this application more like gamified goal tracking and keeping people accountable. And also maybe in the future, I don't know, multiple tires and pricing groups. And that's it from me. Thank you. Have a good one.